Hello, my name is Money, and today we're going to be playing Europa Universalis 4. We're going to be going for the achievement Je Maintiendrai. So we have to basically form the Netherlands as a Dutch minor. So that means pretty much one of these three people who are Burgundy, we're going to have to form the Netherlands. I'm going to go with Brabant because pretty much they have the highest development, so that means we'll have less coalitions. Like, if we were to, say, play as Flanders, we have 34 development, but we also have to take over all of these Breda provinces, and pretty much that'll just be a lot of, unwanted coalitions and just very bad, bad events. I've done it twice as Holland, but this was before 1.17, so we're going to have to kind of adjust. My goal is to make sure that we don't overkill it when we go to war with Burgundy, so that way we don't get inherited by Castile or something, or Austria. So let's go ahead and get started. Playing in Iron Man mode. Let me just Alright, so my hope is that we have England and France rival Burgundy, but that might not happen. Let it load for a second. Alright. So, let's see who's rivaled. So that's good, and that's also very good, and hopefully... we'll get France, and we won't get them. Alright. Well, I mean, that's not the end of the world. Pretty much just take a random mission and ask them for support, and let's see who will be happy with us. I'll set it to speed 3 and build up our army by a few. Should be good. Okay, that's really good. I'm not sure why these guys just hate me. I guess they just really want my land, yeah. That's not the end of the world. Oh, that's nice. Got nice. Recently, when I play my games, Poland's been just rejecting it entirely, with Lithuania going under them. Who will help other than you? You will. That's good. That is very good. So we basically have the two strongest powers in the game helping us out at first, except for the Ottomans, which they would never, they wouldn't. We can probably ask Aragon. That's nice. So we're going to have some good allies off the bat. I'm really mad that England will not support us, but, that's just, it just happens sometimes. Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and declare our independence war. Let me just get in, a nice general. 2 pips for maneuver. That's not that bad, but I would really prefer something better. Alright, so let's go ahead and declare war. All we need to do is defend our capital. My hope is that we'll be able to have pretty much just this entire low country region, because I think the borders are very nice, but pretty much I want Picardy as well as Calais and all these areas, so, and then we can probably take over England and just have a very nice trading empire, probably use some colonization, but yeah, so hopefully we don't lose. Alright, let's see who we got. Oh, that is so nice. That is a great ruler. Let's see what his pips are. Oh my god. Thank the Lord, but too bad shock does not really matter this early in the game. But, we have pretty much, yeah, this is really sad war. So all we gotta do is just make sure we keep our capital safe from outsiders. So, you know, I don't know why Holland does not have a freaking, you know, oh, there it is. There it is. Alright. Very easy. This is super good, but yeah, we're just demolishing. Alright, so pretty much I want to make sure we take these 2 provinces, and that's it. We might have to do one more war, but my main goal would be to probably, you know, make them revoke their overlordship over these guys, because I'm obviously not going to be, you know, under Burgundy, but alright. England, being a dick. Alright, so we got subsidies, which is pretty nice. We're not going to go in debt anytime soon, which is perfect. I really need to take Holland first, because it just makes it easier to get to Friesland and, you know, Gallery and all that other stuff. Just going to have to wait. This war's going to be super simple, at least, so... Now it's just a waiting game, pretty much. Have some manpower issues. Not sure what Nevers is doing, but at least we have Austria coming in, so they're obviously scared. They're pissed at us, but they're going to be very small soon. I need to make sure I peace out before they all hit 20 unrest, or not 20 unrest, war exhaustion and you know, bad stability. Could probably build up 3 more. So might as well keep it like that. All right. This is not good. Alright. Hopefully we can stay and at least hold our ground. I know our general's really good, but I don't, yeah. It's not the end of the world if we lose this, because our only goal is just to keep our, you know, our capital safe, which, you know, we can do. They'll be just sieging, so, I mean, I'm not going to peace out yet, so. It's not like if I am, you know, full siege, just, I'm not going to quit unless, you know, I can inherit it or something, which would be complete bullshit, but, yeah. See if 0 war square, that's interesting. Alright, so 5,000, alright. So in a couple months we'll be back to full strength. Here they're already coming in. That's pretty good. Oh, nice. We're already building those armies up. All right. Well, that's just fantastic. All right. Did not expect that at all, but it's not the end of the world. That is just bad by me. In my other playthroughs, all you'd have to do is just, as Holland, you just need to take Breda, and then you can take these other 5. But for this one, it's a little bit easier because we have a larger army and more development. However, we still need to grab, you know, 5 provinces, and, you know, that's a little bit more difficult than 4. Especially because we're in the HRE. This is going to be kind of bad. Okay. Not sure why we have, you know, 50,000 troops just in the same area. Now, where are you going? Okay, that's good. Siege them. Very interesting. Okay, where did most of Burgundy's army go? Because I know they had like about 10k or 20k. I'm pretty sure. Check the ledger. Okay, yeah. Oh wow, that is not good. Not good for them, at least. That's good for us, because it'll be pretty easy. I think I might want to take over like northern France just because I want Paris and I want Champagne and I want all these high development provinces. Okay, so we got backup coming into our country. We'll be able to siege down this area. They'll probably give us control. I'm not guaranteeing France will even allow us to have these parts. All right, that's not good. We'll be fine though, because they only have cavalry. Plus, one of these guys is gonna come, or they just won't. This is not a good start at all. This is not a good start. I think we might go with. I'm debating whether we should even do a Dutch Republic because I do enjoy having the Republic and the monarchy like combined, but I also really want to get a constitutional monarchy late in the game because I really enjoy England's government because you can get just a bunch of different types of buffs just for debating something in Parliament. So okay. After we get our independence, I'm probably just gonna not do anything because, for one, at least Austria won't like try and kill me if I take these provinces. They won't like bug me, because we're allied. So that's one good thing. But I'm also worried about coalition from like these guys. I'm not really worried about Burgundy because we'll have a truce and they won't declare, and I'm allied with France and Austria. And actually Aragon. I don't really care about Castile. Unless they get a PU over them, which is going to happen, so I might as well just use them to my fullest extent at this point. Let's move it up. Okay. I might... Okay. Okay, we got a bunch of ducats worth of stuff in Holland, and this is just absolutely insane, my heirs. Let's do Sujin. What is this? Yeah, 555 and then 454. So, I mean, that's just fantastic. I don't want to have the ducats lost, but already, I mean, I have lower prestige, which would be nice to have some extra. But I don't want to lose the stability just because I already have a low one, but... Alright, I need to core the provinces that I get from the war, so I'm gonna go ahead and just improve the situation, because I'd rather not have to deal with that. Alright, so they'll go ahead and give me, I think, independence, yeah. And I really want to take those two. That is terrible, so... Okay, we can actually just take Zealand, but I would prefer Holland. Why did they not like it? Okay, so they want provinces. So if I give them that, and I will give Austria, French, Comet, whatever it's pronounced. So that's good that we can peace out already, but we still need just to get some more scored building up for these other nations. I really want to peace out as soon as possible because this is not looking good at this point for Burgundy, and I don't want to have to re-record this. Alright, so France is taking that. They'll probably give it to me, or to just keep it for themselves. Okay, That's kind of frustrating. Austria's gonna hate me after this war. My main ally is probably gonna be France, though, because, you know, it's France. You can't really go wrong unless they get screwed over by, like, you know, England, which is rare, and they're allied to Austria, I think. Or they're not. That's interesting. They're rivals. I forgot about that. Okay, I gotta let them take that. I'm gonna go ahead and move over there. Just right after I'm gonna go and take it. Alright, so we got 90 war score. We can take both of those. But I'm really worried about that. I'm probably gonna end up taking that. Holland. But okay, so if I didn't, okay, I would prefer not to have to do this, but I think it would be in the probably the best case scenario would be to just, you know, which one costs less for war score? Nevers, and then we got Rethel, Artoi. Okay, Artoi. If anything, I would just cede Artoi, and then I can give them France Commé. That's good. Alright, now we can take it. Give it to Austria, so they won't kill us. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Alright. Okay, Brittany wants to peace out. Give this to Austria really quickly, and then clear our offer. Grant independence. Give them that. Give them that. And then I would prefer let me take that. Okay, okay, this was probably the best do. Unless we take that kind out, but I would probably want the iron, but I think we'll just go ahead and do this deal. This is probably the best we'll do, and we'll just take some money. I don't know how much we can take. 81. Alright, so Burgundy will grant independence. Cede Artois to France. Cede French Commit to Austria. End my overlordship. End Holland's overlordship. I think that's the best thing to do. So alright, terms. Burgundy will grant independence. Yada yada yada. I got 4 ducats, which is fantastic. Really helps me out. I don't get any aggressive expansion, which is good for the beginning of the game. I gain absolutely no prestige, or actually I do, just barely. Burgundy gets wrecked. That's great. They hate me. I have no rivals, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, I don't even have an army, so I don't like you, Holland, and I don't like you, Burgundy, and I don't like you. Let's just say Liège would be good for taking Loon, because I would only take Loon from Liège and just keep them for now, because I really only want this lower part, and then just take upper, because that would look nice. I don't think I'm going to expand that far in the HRE. If anything, I'm going to expand westward into, England and Scotland, and maybe even northern into Denmark, just to control the North Sea, and so why not? All right, and then we can pretty much just ally a bunch of people. Dynastic actions. Only got 2 diplomats, but that's not the end of the world. Alright, so it's pretty nice. Royal marriage. It's pretty nice. Alright, so hopefully we can get a dynasty that isn't this. Let me change. That isn't just this, Van Hasseldorf. I would really prefer to have the Trastamara, or maybe von Habsburg, or maybe even von Hohenzollern, just to get some PUs going, because that would be pretty interesting. Alright, so we have no army, except for these guys. Yeah, expected. So that's my only rival so far, and they're not even that strong. These guys are less mad at me than I thought they would. Alright, I need to make sure that I claim all this stuff, because I really want it, and I hope France does not. Alright. I would prefer not to lose any alliances over, this feature. So, I mean, these borders aren't that bad. But hopefully France will change their minds about this province, but, let's go ahead and 10 more, so 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. There we go. Alright, I think that'll be it for this episode. So, see you guys later.